right, great to have you with us Wednesday morning. This is breakfast, and it is wedding season, largely because the weather is perfect at this time of year. There are a number of other reasons as well, but generally speaking, if you're going to get married, you'll choose around about now. So Lady Danielle, our etiquette expert here on breakfast, has come in with her 3 big tips for making sure the day is as much fun and runs as smoothly as possible. Lady Danielle, good morning.
Good morning. Happy wedding season.
Thank you, thank you. I'm not taking advantage of the wedding season myself this time round. How's this for bad etiquette? I've been mispronouncing your name ever since you came on.
Pretty much since the start, yeah.
Yeah. And is it good etiquette to have not told me? It probably is, isn't it?
I just let you go.
Were
I
you
don't know
happy?
why you look shocked, Kath. You've done it too.
I know, I'm surprised. What is it? But what is it then? I thought it was Danielle Di-Masi. Is it Di-Masi?
Di-Masi.
Di-Masi.
Macy, never pick that. I'm going to write that down.
It's too early in the morning for me to kind of notice.
No, we've got it locked. It's locked and loaded. Macy rhymes with...
I'm so sorry. Facey.
Was it rhyme?
Facey.
There isn't even a word.
Spacey. Kevin Spacey.
Doesn't matter. We're not likely to forget it now, are we, Danielle?
Apologies.
I'm just going to never use it again. Now, there are 3 things that you've picked. You've got 3 tips here, and I think they're fantastic. First of all, giving a toast. Now, there are any number of people at a wedding that have to speak, that are required to speak, and so many of them don't enjoy themselves at the wedding because they're so nervous.
Yeah, it's the #1 fear worldwide, second to death, which is crazy.
Public speaking.
Yeah, public speaking is. And what we see over and over again is that people, whoever has to give the toast, the bridegroom, the father-in-law, you know, the best man, spend their day thinking about this toast that they need to give. So they spend the day kind of with this kind of gut feeling like, oh, I've got to do this. They're a nervous wreck up to the point, then they quickly smash out a toast, sit down,
yeah, the
and
toast
get drunk.
is going to suffer as a result of the fact that you're nervous, and you are suffering.
Absolutely.
All right, so what are your tips to overcome that?
So what we've done is put together a whole program around wedding etiquette, because wedding season, it's the same questions, it's the same anxiety. In this program, we did a whole section of public speaking and how people like myself that do it professionally, what we do, there's a stack of tips and tricks, things like breathing, how to kind of change the stories in your head, because that's all it is. What
support material? Well, you see people stand up and they've got a whole pile of paper and you think, God save me. They're not, and they talk for half an hour and then they turn one piece of paper over and you think, oh my God, there's at least 20 more sheets there.
No, people generally forget about the notes, or they look down and they're like, oh, I missed all that. So I say just forget about it, or at least just have it one piece of paper with pointers
Bullet
through
points. What is the point you're trying to make?
Well, you know what point you want to make. Exactly.
Sometimes you wonder that, though, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, #2, attire. Now, this is a really interesting thing, and it applies to several different people there. First of all, your own party.
Yes.
But let's talk about guests. You know, if you say formal or you haven't even said, sometimes you see people at weddings who are just entirely inappropriate.
Yeah, totally. And that's why I always give the advice that when you set what you want at your wedding, you need to explain what it is, because cocktail means a very big range of things to people. And people go, great, I can wear jeans and a nice shirt. If you don't want that at your wedding, then you need to articulate it.
And I personally wouldn't have thought that jeans would ever be considered appropriate when someone said cocktail, but you're right. People have just got to be more precise.
Oh, we see over and over again, then people are disappointed. The bride's disappointed because that's not the view that they wanted on their wedding. But not only that, then that person feels a little bit alienated because they go, oh, no one else is wearing jeans.
Yeah.
So it's uncomfortable for everyone. And that's why, again, we give out templates for people to say.
Make it clear.
Yeah, you can put a little template in.
I went to a beach wedding once, and so many of the people didn't have shoes on. And it was a beach wedding, we were in the sand, but I thought that was inappropriate.
No,
see, I just thought it was inappropriate.
But it's whatever.
And I like feet, you know, quite a little bit too much sometimes.
Okay.
But
it's a whole nother segment.
It is another segment, yes. But yeah, so I think make your intentions clear, and very quickly for your own party, for the grooms, for the bridal party, is it appropriate that people pay?
This is personal opinion. There's no set rules, but we're seeing more and more that the bridal party are paying for their own outfits and shoes, but the bride sort of pays for the hair and makeup. We're seeing it because of budgets. My personal opinion is cut off a far, far distant cousin off your guest list and pay for the dress.
And pay for it, love it. And very quickly, your last one, wedding presents.
Yes.
I am not a fan of having a registrar. I just am not a fan of that.
Yeah, but the world has changed, and we've got the champagne glasses. I know that you haven't, and that you stick strong. So, but the rest of us, we have the casserole dishes, and we don't need everything. So asking for money is totally appropriate these days. People need to get over that.
But do it appropriately.
But do it appropriately. Ask it in a nice way, and link it to something so people think that they're contributing to your honeymoon and your first deposit, not just we bought some groceries with it.
All right, fantastic. You have weddingetiquettemasterclass.com. breakfastandit'swedding.com. People
Yes.
can go on there and find out more. Danielle, thank
We've
you so
got it
much
all
for
for
joining
them.
us. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll have some of your views right after the break here on Breakfast. And just choose the right person.